Hello and welcome back to some more Let's Stream Payday 2 with your host, as always, Mah-Dry-Bread. That's right, we're back to streaming Payday 2, as I fixed the previous problem. But before we go into what the problem was and how I fixed it, as always, people in the chat, the live chat over here on hitbox.tv, link in the description on YouTube, we're going to play some Payday 2 together. So, remember, you're allowed in, even if you're level 0, I don't care, you can be level 0, you can be level 100 of Infamy level 25, as long as you're not a hacker. I'm going to switch it to friends only. It's first come, first serve. Just join on in. You join me for 2 heists, and then after 2 heists, you can leave and let other people come in, and we'll cycle people in and out like that. It won't count towards your heist limit if it's under 5 minutes. Then it'll count as a half of a heist for you. We're on friends only. You can go ahead and join in, and while people join in, I'll go ahead and explain what I fixed. As you might know, the last few times I streamed this game, for the last, like, half a year maybe, we've had some issues with stuttering on stream after an update, but it wasn't hitting my computer performance. Turns out I fixed that by turning off Windows Aero for some reason, and changing my settings so that the stream you see is more processed, making it even harder on my CPU. And for some reason that fixed it, making it harder on my CPU. I don't know. When I tested it, I did it streaming and not recording. I'm now streaming and recording at the same time, so there's a chance there'll be a little bit of stutter when we get started, but if there is, I can fix it right away, so don't worry about it. Alright, levels on this crew are fine. I just need to check to make sure, as I've already checked Jim the Knight, he's fine. Just give me a second here. Oh god, my friends list is so long. Wow, Pro Potato's got like 700 hours. Jesus. How many do I have? Oh, actually, I have 700 as well. Okay. I wasn't even aware. Scroll through, make sure that everything's cool. Hate to instantly be suspicious, but you know, I gotta check. Oh yeah, he's cool. All of his infamy is well spaced out and everything. Yeah, he's good. He's not a hacker. He legit earned that, which, by the way, big thumbs up to you, legit earning infamy level 25, level 100. That's fucking commendable, because that shit's not easy. That's a lot of time. Well, I guess it is easy by point, but my god, is it time consuming. Let's put it that way. Alright, let's get this heist started. Yeah, a lot of people have passed me in levels now because I haven't been playing very much the last few months. Last like 4 or 5 months, actually. I haven't been playing much because before the move I was stockpiling video, and then after the move I was really not able to play much. You know, live in a one-bedroom apartment with my mother, so she's just out at a doctor's appointment. I like these very similar loadouts. To be fair, some weapons are just better. Alright, let's just do this one loud. Get some quick experience. This'll level me. I guess we could call him Protato, says Fire Dylan. I guess we could. In fact, unless said otherwise, that's what I'm going to call him from now on. Alright, let's see if I completely blow it. I'm out of practice. I'm playing a little bit recently with Kaipon Visp, who's in the chat sometimes. Bonk. Sorry, I didn't even need to tase that guy. It's just really fun. How can I get like a 2 or 3 second delay? Oh, switch it to source. Source quality has the least delay. As long as your internet and computer are good enough to handle them, that is. It looks like I'm able to locally record and stream on these settings. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, not in there. I should check him. He's got that. Oh! Found it. Down there. Okay. Ah, god. Yeah, this is much smoother than last time I streamed it. Okay, I should go looking for evidence right now. Oh god, I feel out of practice. Need to get back in the habit of taking my elbow off my chair rest too while playing this game. Gotta have the mouse sensitivity low. Oh, it's right over here. Yeah, that's I haven't done that spot before, actually. I do feel bad with all the streams I've been doing recently where I've been talking with the chat constantly during it. Like Rimworld and stuff, where I can communicate with the chat constantly. It's a slower-paced game and everything. I kind of feel bad going back to Payday, where it's harder to talk to people. The power of the Carrefour. Such a ridiculous gun. You just switch it to single shot, and you keep tapping the mask, and it's off before you know it. Okay. Feels so weird playing in the gloves again. It's been so long since I wore the Payday gloves. Completely forgot I owned them. I just want to be on sniper patrol real quick, but it looks like they're not dropping off snipers yet. So I should probably just be down here. Ooh, I got no moderators in the chat. Don't burn the place down, guys. What happened to Wolf and Dallas? They're still in the game. There are a lot of characters in the game now, actually. It's weird. Oh, hey, buddy. It was getting blocked by the air around the chair. Ooh, that was my bad. I missed a lot there. But I got Berserker active now. For anyone who doesn't know, for anyone who's newer to me and doesn't know, this is my main build that I run. It's my player dozer build. It's built around being fucking invincible. And it is quite invincible. It's about as close to invincible as you can get armor and armor-wise and everything. But because I'm so invincible, I'm also running a Berserk build. Berserk Aced. Berserker, I believe it is. Which means that when my health is below a quarter, like right now, I get double damage on my guns. I also get like times 250, not times 250, 250% damage on melee, which is just my taser, which is not stellar. But the main thing is my guns do double damage, which is very, very powerful. It's less necessary on Overkill. On Death Wish, it makes a very big difference. For some reason, I had it in my head that I still had my Carrefour out. I should have just popped him with the Carrefour. Oh, I need to practice more often. I should have just tased him. Shouldn't have switched weapon. See, my Twitch reaction is not as intelligent as it used to be. It's still fast and accurate, but if you pick stupid things, it doesn't matter how fast and accurate your Twitch reflex is. If you make dumb decisions like to switch your weapon there when you could have just instantly tased him and not taken any hits. In fact, he was alone. I could have not used ammo on him at all and just gained ammo off of him. So I made a lot of mistakes in that moment. And it's moments like that that cost you on high difficulties. I mean, on Overkill, what if that situation was just a little bit worse? What if it was Overkill? What if a taser walked in behind me while I was doing that? I'd be fucked. It's all about the little things, because they add up. What have we got here? Not long. By the way, I am that asshole who just gets right in front of someone shooting at a window. It's specifically because I hate who was there. Was it Jim the Knight? Jim the Knight, I hate you. Did you complete your perk? The only one I don't have completed is the one that just came out. Chat, I'm forgetting. What's the name of the, what's the name of the new perk deck? I've forgotten the name of it. It looks really fun, though. But I'm only like halfway done it, so I don't want to try it until it's mostly ready. That was a bad miss. Grinder, thank you. Yeah, that looks like a fun one. Some people have asked if it's a good replacement one for Armorer in my Player Dozer build. My answer is no, because it only works if you use no armor or light ballistics. So why would you use it with a Player Dozer? It's kind of a dodge one. Because, you know, low armor incentivizes dodge. Okay, I can't see shit in there, but I know there's a dozer, so... I don't know where the dozer went, though. Hi, buddy. Oh, man. What a good time to find that key card. Little golf clap for you. Golf claps sound weird in these gloves. Okay. Thought I got him. Oh, I don't have Berserk active, that's why. Okay. It's also possible that my pellets just got really unlucky there. It happens sometimes. It's a very small downside of shotguns at this accuracy is there is a very small chance that none of them will hit the dead center. It's tiny, but it's there. Although I guess you still have that to a degree with any weapon. It's just a little bit more realistic with a shotgun. It's really rare with any gun, but with a shotgun, you're probably going to see it at least once a play session. Probably not once a heist. Shouldn't have gone for that window. That sniper could have got me. We got Rise of Nations and Age of Mythology. Oh, sorry. I'll read the rest of that in a moment. I'll get that sniper. Oh, nope, someone got him. I just got Rise of Nations and Age of Mythologia. You mean Mythology. So hopefully, whenever you stream those two games, I can join in a match or two. Sweet. I'm guessing you got the extended editions on Steam. Those two games are fantastic RTSs. The extended editions are especially good. Rise of Nations, honestly, its extended edition was basically just to bring it to Steam. Because that game has aged incredibly well. It was so ahead of its time. The original game, not even just the extended edition, the original game had challenge modes built into it entirely just to make you better at the game. Like, it's all about, like, making you better at the hotkeys, making your APM better. Like, it's so cool. They were so ahead of their time in their game mechanics. Such a fun game. I really wish it took off more. Hey, if I ever get YouTube famous one day, I'm gonna try and revitalize RTS communities like Age of Empires 3, Age of Mythology, Rise of Nations. Those games deserve more players. Those games are fucking great. Yeah, I guess we don't know where Bane is coming from right now. Although the only place I've ever seen him come from is over here. Whoa, hey buddy. Were those blue cops? I completely forgot blue cops show up on Overkill sometimes. We're on Overkill, right? Yeah, we're on Overkill. Set it in the top right there. What am I doing? Over here. Also, how did we not pack that one up? That's right in the middle of the room. I swear, if I'm moving them to the wrong spot and I'm stupid, Grinder is a little OP. I've heard that it's apparently really good. I want to test it myself, though, because you know the Payday 2 community. They call fucking everything new OP. Trying to put him out of his misery. But yeah, you know the Payday 2 community. They're really reactionary. You remember that time when they called the Queen's Wrath the car killer? That gun is awful. The Queen's Wrath is a terrible gun. Whoa. Hey, buddy. I should have gotten out of the way of the window. I don't know what I was thinking there. That was reckless. If this were Death Wish, I would have gotten shot.
30 seconds, people. Just dodging a sparrow. I'm almost up the way.
I've been told a few times that I'm too hard on myself when I play this game. And here's the thing. It's recognizing the mistakes you make like that and reminding yourself like that is what makes you do better at it. I don't look at it as me being hard on myself. I look at it as me reminding myself what I could have done to perform better. And I want to be the best kind of player that I can be. Where the fuck? There. Man, that was a crazy sniper range. Range as in lineup, not as in the range they have. Because of course a sniper can shoot far. Did we drop a bit? Potatoes down there. You've never gotten to play Rise of Nations yet? It's very fun. If you're new to the game, oh, there is a bag that we missed apparently. Okay. If you're new to Rise of Nations, a good team to start with, a good team to start with in Rise of Nations is probably Egypt and China. Egypt and China are both. Oh, apparently we had a side job for today for this. I didn't even know. It's probably like get every bag on this or something. Yeah, China and Egypt are two especially easy ones to start with. They're good teams in general. It's because they're kind of economy-based teams. The game breaks teams into offensive, defensive, economy, and cross. Cross being like a really even mix. The team I play is Russia. They're a defense team where they're based around choking out people by taking large amounts of land quickly and having high attrition damage so that people rely heavily on supply carts going to your territory or else they starve and take damage very quickly. And your unique units are like Cossack raiders and stuff where they're very cheap mass-produced cavalry that you use for hit and runs on their supply carts. So you're all about basically an offensive war through choking their country down to as small as you can make it and making your territory as dangerous for them as possible. It's a really fun play style. Awesome first match, guys. I got a level out of it, which is always awesome. I'm probably going to go Infamy level 8 this stream, I would imagine. And you guys are all three of you are in for one more heist, unless the next heist is super short. Just as a reminder for everyone. Also, for anyone who's like pausing this on YouTube to like check out my build here, this is not a set in stone one. Like this is just one I threw together, player dozer I threw together. It might be the same as the one that I did the video on. Again, on my YouTube channel, you can find my Deathwish bulldozer, or Deathwish player dozer build, which is my favorite build. I plan to do more of those at some point. It's just I have so little time. Grinder isn't OP, however, it's a Deathwish viable perk deck. Okay. See, I'm more willing to believe that because it's less reactionary, you know? I still need to test it myself, of course. But I have heard it is very good. And I do believe, from what I've read on it, that it is Deathwish viable. I want to test it myself, but from what I've seen, it's definitely Deathwish viable. I just don't know if I would call it OP from what I've seen. But again, I haven't crunched numbers on it yet. So take anything I say right now with a grain of salt. You know me, with Payday 2 101, I really don't like to say something until I have mathematically proven it. I'm not into, like, biases of, oh, this is a playstyle I like and therefore it is better. I don't like that shit. Or people who just say, yeah, overpowered as a term is used too much. Wasn't that player dozer a bit outdated in newer updates, or am I remembering wrong? I don't think it's outdated, but I think that there are probably a few more optimizations that could be done. I don't know. No, I think it probably still works just fine. Yeah, I think that, I think it still works probably just fine. I don't think there have been any major skill updates to any of the skills that it uses. And the ones that it doesn't use aren't things I'd really switch over to. Anyone else play RTSs by turtling until you build an unstoppable army and killing everything else? I used to do that when I was young, and I stopped doing it because it's a terrible playstyle. You get crushed at high difficulties or online doing that. You need to play aggressive. It's why in most RTSs I play very aggressive teams. It forces myself out of that bad habit. You need to be aggressive. You need to keep the opponent on their toes. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do rats. I have not done rats in probably a year. No one does rats anymore. Let's do rats. Oh my god, when I went out, Potato said rats pools. I didn't even read that, I swear. You do that in Command and Conquer? I like Command and Conquer 3 Red Alert. That game's fun. I don't play it much, though. I play Russia in that game, too. I play Russia in most RTSs that have Russia in it, because their playstyle always ends up being really, really fun. That, and I'm totally biased because, you know, Russian ethnicity, but, and I'm a big Russian history buff, kind of. As big as he can be in Canada, where you don't learn much about it, I research on my own, and I like it. Russian history is really cool. Wasn't it Red Alert Command Conquer? No, there's Red Alert. Red Alert is a series that goes along the Command and Conquer series. There's Red Alert 1, 2, and 3. I held up 3 fingers. For a second, I thought I held up 4. Sorry, I can't count. Let's fucking video game. I missed the start the heist button. My aim is off. You spelled Russia wrong while calling it awesome. Here's the thing, though. I like playing as Russian teams often, because their playstyle's really fun. I won't say that they're the best team, unless I can prove that they're the best team. Which I can't. That's a big thing. I don't like confirmation bias on the internet. I'm always really, really big about... I can say I like a thing, I will not say a thing is good or bad without proof. Or at least I try my best. Can you do a stealth mission this stream? I very rarely do stealth missions on stream, because if one guy fucks up, it fucks up. If one guy fucks up once, it fucks up the whole heist. Causes you to restart. Boring to watch because of that. You need communication. I can't just go adding people to a Skype call with me, because then if one guy's got a bad microphone, it ruins the audio quality for everyone. If one guy doesn't have good commentary, ruins it for everyone. If one guy doesn't have good chemistry with me, ruins it for everyone. And communicating over typing often gets people caught because they're typing and someone walks in and catches them. So I only stream stealth missions when I've got a crew of my friends in the call with me. So yeah, back to the previous point. If you're starting Rise of Nations Extended Edition over on Steam, if you're starting to play that game, I recommend you play as... I recommend you first start trying it out with Egypt and China. They're good ones to learn with. Egypt is probably a little bit more beginner-friendly, but if you're new to RTSs in general, or at least fairly new, you probably want to do... Egypt. If you're new to just that game, but not RTSs, you've played a lot of RTSs, then you probably want to do China.
You're looking for muriatic acid, caustic soda, and hydrogen chloride.
You think Japan was probably the best in Red Alert 3? One of the best things about Red Alert 3 was the fucking awesome actors. They had the most hilarious cast. Like, Malcolm McDowell was the president of the United... Oh, no. He wasn't the president. He was, like, the commander of the United States Army. Like, the general... Secretary of Defense, I think it was Malcolm McDowell, my favorite actor. Did anyone catch the chemical? I didn't hear. Sorry. Hammoth. Was it, one of the Chinese... Or, no, one of the Japanese... the Chinese expansion sucked. One of the Japanese commanders... Acid. One of the, One of the Japanese commanders was the actor who played Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat Conquest, the hilariously bad live-action TV show. That's fucking awesome. I love that actor. He's my all-time favorite portrayer of Shang Tsung, like, not even joking. When I think of Shang Tsung, like, when I look at pictures of Shang Tsung, he's changed how he looks a lot over the years. But when I see him playing Shang Tsung, I'm like, yes, that is how Shang Tsung looks. He was such a good Shang Tsung. And it was awesome. And he's in that game as one of the Japanese commanders. He's great in it. And was the leader of the Russian army was fucking Tim Curry. That's hilarious. It's Tim Curry. One of the goofiest men alive. Oh god, I love Red Alert so much. Oh, I missed a lot there. That was bad. Ah, of course they'll turn to look at me. Oh, hey, buddy. Alright, are we just gonna defend upstairs then? 'Cause I'm fine with that, I don't care. no music playing? Anyone noticing that? How good is Red Alert 3 co-op campaign anyway? I don't think I've ever played it. The co-op campaign. Oh no, there is music playing. It's just really quiet for some reason. Fuck it, I'll wait for that to get closer. It's not dangerous where it is right now anyway. Oh no, we're defending downstairs? Okay. I forget, is it... God. It's so... Is it soda when the internet descriptions are iffy? I think so. Yeah, because the tell for, Yeah, soda. Yep, because, the tell for hydrogen chloride is if he says, fuck me. There's a fun fact for anyone watching who doesn't know. Every single line has a distinct, answer to it. Like, every line he says has a for sure answer. Even if he says it's iffy, like, when he says internet descriptions are iffy, it's always going to be caustic soda. If he says the words fuck me in the line, like that, he said caustic soda, it's actually hydrogen chloride. If he says fuck me, it's always hydrogen chloride. There are tells like that you can use to know which one it is. I don't know them all, I don't have them memorized, I just have the especially important ones, like fuck me and internet descriptions are iffy are the two most important ones to know. Anything else, really, he'll tell you. I don't think there are any trick lines with muriatic acid. I think he'll always say the word acid in it if it's acid. Or he'll say muriatic. He'll say one of the two words. Oop, sniper.
Sniper taken care of.
People say Hawk's HUD is cheating, clearly disagreeing with the game's developers. If Overkill doesn't consider it an officially approved Hawk's HUD as a welcome mod for the game, then clearly their opinion isn't valid on the matter. Yeah, I agree with that. It's not cheating. Some people say, like, it's holding your hand. You get to choose what's in Hawk's HUD. First of all, it doesn't tell you anything that you wouldn't already know just by counting. But it's an accessibility thing. It makes people who are disabled, like me, it makes the game much more accessible. I can't picture things in my head by will, which means that I can't properly, like, I can ballpark numbers and stuff. It's not always going to be accurate. It's an ease of access for disabled people like me to have Hawk's HUD. Having the drill thing on the side, knowing how long it's got left, is a thing that I cannot do in my own head properly. It's never going to be accurate. I basically just have to guess by how much time I feel like has gone by. I don't actually have an internal clock for that. So, so it's kind of an ease of access thing. It's really important that you have things like that. It's kind of like how Earthbound has a mode where you can play the entire game with your left hand. It's made so that you can play the game one-handed if you have one hand. Like, that's a thing they don't at all need to do. It's catering to a very small amount of people, but it's a thing you can do if you are disabled in some way and can't use your right hand. Colorblind mode is a mode that I think all video games should have, because a lot of people are colorblind. You shouldn't be punished playing a game just because people are colorblind. Like, I can understand not being able to put in modes for all these little all these different disabilities. There we go, I'll use a different word because I couldn't pronounce the one I wanted to use. I can understand that, and no one should have to do that. However, colorblind mode is really fucking easy to do. And when someone makes a mod for these games that makes it more accessible to disabled people, giving it accessibility that maybe the creators of the game reasonably couldn't do, which is okay if they can't, it's their game, then when someone mods the game to have those things, people shouldn't complain. Do I need Hawk's HUD to play the game? No, but I need Hawk's HUD to get... it's hydrogen. I don't have it. But yeah, like, I don't need it to play the game, but I need it to be able to get the full experience that people who aren't disabled get. And that is a good enough reason in itself to use Hawk's HUD. I don't look down on anyone who uses Hawk's HUD for any reason. It is not cheating. It's completely fine to use. In fact, it's got an anti-cheat built into it, which I like a lot. I recommend everyone use Hawk's HUD to some degree, because I think even if you don't want to use the HUD, use Hawk's HUD and just have it set to anti-cheat only mode. That it helps clean up the community. Cheaters suck. Fuck them. Yeah, Hawk's HUD for life. Sorry, I haven't read the chat in a while, just because I'm really, trying to cover things. I'm actually getting really thirsty.